technical webinar on Path to Perfection, Achieving Excellence in Foundry Operation, jointly organized by the Institute of Indian Foundrymen Southern Region and Chennai chapter. Thank you all for taking time to be part of this knowledge sharing session. We are delighted to see such an enthusiastic response from the Foundry fraternity. Without taking much time, I would now request Mr. R. Murugan, Chairman IEF Chennai Southern Region, to deliver the formal welcome address.
Good afternoon, fellow Foundrymen. I warmly welcome all the participants for this knowledge sharing program conducted jointly by Southern Region and Chennai chapter. But I would like to welcome Mr. Easwaran, who is going to present the paper today, Path Perfection, achieving the better this thing in Foundry operation. I think I welcome once again all the people. I think Mr. Easwaran can share his experience, which will help all other Foundrymen to find the path perfection to achieve the better results in the Foundry operation. I hope that this knowledge sharing session will help Foundrymen to gain this thing so that they can implement in their own foundries and get the best benefits. Once again, I welcome all this thing. Thanks for joining this knowledge share program. Thank you.
Thank you, Parni sir, for a warm welcome address. Personally, it's even more special actually for me, as I have known actually today's speaker for nearly 18 years, a professional, well-respected in Coimbatore Foundry, who has gone on actually to establish his success well beyond the region. That being said, I leave the formal introduction to Mr. P. Sandil Kumar, Chairman, Chennai chapter.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Easwaran sir.
Good afternoon.
First of all, I would like to thank Easwaran sir. I think, as Raj said, I also have a personal connection with him more than 15 years or so. And I've been nurturing him to take this session. I think thanks for accepting it, sir. I think many of you must be knowing Mr. Easwaran sir, but still, as a formality, we would like to introduce him. Mr. Easwaran Duraisamy is a seasoned leader in the iron casting industry with nearly 2.5 decades of expertise in foundry operations and metallurgical process control. He is currently serving as General Manager of Foundry Operations at Brakes India Private Limited, a global leader in braking systems and ferrous castings. Beginning his career in 1998 as a melting supervisor in Indocell, Easwaran sir has since he held pivotal leadership role at JS Autocast, Magno Electrocastings, and Texmo Industries. Notably, during his tenure as plant head at Integra Automation, he successfully tripled the company's turnover within just 2 years. His technical proficiency spans the entire manufacturing spectrum, from green sand and cell molding to advanced metallurgical quality assurance and strategic cost optimization. A certified ISO TS 16949 internal auditor and ASNT level 2 professional, he has a proven track record of implementing large-scale cost-saving initiatives and driving digital transformation in foundry environments, which is much needed for today's environment. Easwaran sir holds a diverse academic background, including BTech in Mechanical Engineering, an MBA, and specialized degree in Marketing Management and ISO 14001. I'm sure that today's session will have a lot of takeaways. I request all the participants to take note of his inputs and maybe put both their questions at the end of the session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Raj, please,
thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, Easwaran sir, you can take over. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just a minute. I'm sharing the screen. Is the screen visible to all?
Yeah, it's visible, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
it is visible. Please
Thank
proceed.
you. Thank you. So, thanks for the introduction. And I am very much delighted to welcome you all to this first module. Actually, when I was trying to make this presentation, it went on, and I seems that it would be a continuous 4 days training program. Like that, the materials are there because the Foundry is the biggest ocean. So I am focusing on this first module is management. That's a key. Today, we begin with one of the most important aspects, that is management. In Foundry operation, management is the foundation. It's not just about supervising processes, but about planning, organizing, motivating, and leading people toward excellence. Strong management practices always go with people. People first approach is the key, and it will help us reduce waste, improve efficiency, and create a culture where quality becomes a habit. Thus, it becomes a fundamental for excellence. This session will focus on how effective management can guide us on the path to perfection. We will discuss practical approaches, share experience, and explore how leadership and teamwork can transform our foundries. I encourage all the young foundrymen to participate actively and share your insights. Together we can learn how management becomes the key driver of excellence in our foundry industry. Thank you to Indian Institute of Foundrymen, Chennai chapter and Southern region for giving me this opportunity. And thank you to all for joining. Let's begin our journey with the first step of management.
Okay, sir. Correct, sir. Please.
Dinesh, is there issue?
கடைசியா வீடியோ போடுவாங்க. இந்த முதல்ல வீடியோ போட்டு படாம இருந்தாங்க.
So, what I am trying to communicate in this video is how we doing the work. That is the deliverable will come, but what perception that we are working. If we are saying that I came here for work and I am working and I am going monthly, I am getting the salary. If we had such attitude, we cannot go towards excellence. If you are producing a casting, if it is a brake component or a caliper or a knuckle, you should feel that I am producing a casting for a car where a family, a happiest family is going to drive. During the emergency period, the ambulances are using the braking systems to save the people. If we have such attitude, say how the sculptures are worked, the third sculpture's attitude was there, then that is the first way of excellence. So whatever the work we do, we should work with passion and pride. Work done without purpose feels very heavy. Work done with passion gives pride. You won't feel any overload or burden. That is the power of the right mindset. So that is an essential thing what we need to teach to our team and the young foundrymen. This is the formula how to achieve the foundry excellence. We should have a people first approach, positive attitude foundry team, and a good work culture, good work environment. Then definitely we could achieve the excellence in foundry. A good work culture and work environment is a very crucial in helping our employees to put their best foot forward.
Sir, I am seeing the next slide also. Can you change the display settings? We are able to see the next slide also. The display settings you go and change.
Just a minute.
Keep in the presentation mode. You keep in the presentation mode. There is a setting on the top.
Is it visible okay?
No, not yet. Yeah, it's good now. Yeah, good, sir. Right. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry for the interruption. Yeah,
no
good.
Problem, no problem.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us check the reality. What is Foundry excellence? Excellence is not an accident. It is a daily discipline. What are the hard truths? Good machines will give castings? No. If we have ISO, IOTF, will produce zero defects? No. Cost reduction is not cost cutting. Firefighting is not management. These are all the hard, bitter truth what Foundryman should observe. What is really Foundry excellence means? Foundry excellence means safe people, stable process, predictable output, controlled cost, and happy customer. This is called Foundry excellence. What is perfection in Foundry? Perfection doesn't mean zero defects, zero breakdowns, zero complaints. What it actually means is problem are detected earlier, root causes are permanently eliminated, same mistakes never repeated, data-driven decisions not based on emotions. This is called perfection. Perfection is consistency under control. Say this is the overall Foundry process. First one is input, man, machine, material, method. And second one is Foundry operations. There we are producing castings. In that output, we are measuring through two different kind of KPIs. One is PQCDSM and another one is 8 wastages that we produce when we are producing the castings. Those are all in PQDSM. It is production, quality, cost, delivery, safety, morality. Each KPI have a different metrics to achieve. The same way the wastages are inventory, unused talent, transportation, defects, unwanted excess motion, overproduction, over processing and waiting. These are all the major wastages will come along with the operations. The PQCDSM metrics are value added and the 8 wastages are non-value added. If we reduce the wastages, automatically the value addition will get improved and our Foundry will go towards the excellence. First, let us take the forum concept. Let us make a framework how to achieve the Foundry excellence. What are the challenges that we are facing? First one is always they used to negligent on safety. The skill is not matched and casual attitude. Okay, chalta hai. This is how we always do mindset. These are all the major challenges what we are facing in the Foundries that are become the biggest hurdles for us to not achieving the excellence. What exactly excellence requires? Say a skill requirement and matrix mapping for every operation that should be done by the senior persons, that area in charges, and you should derive a training program and you should arrange the recruit the manpower accordingly with this required skills and identify the skill gap and improve them. You have to give the clear role, clear responsibility and clear authority. If there is a confusion happened on the roles and responsibilities and authorities, we cannot achieve excellence. And daily communication, that is very, very important. daily communication, shift to shift, we have to follow the communication. When I am a supervisor, we used to follow a communication note. In that, we write what are the things that happened in the everyday shift and hand over to next shift. So we kept that communication for very long time, so that any, data we need to retrieve, we used to get those details for the updation. And discipline over experience. I'm having this much years of experience, I can do anything. No, that attitude is not at all correct. We have to be very disciplined. Leadership on manpower. If you have any concern, correct it immediately, not later. Don't let the same mistake go on forever. If someone did good things, praise those persons with everybody, in front of everybody, you praise them. If they made any mistake, you ask them to come person and correct them privately. So it will improve his morale and it will improve his overall attitude. No compromise on safety and discipline, whomever it may be. If they want to enter into the shop floor, they must wear the required PPEs. It is a kind of discipline and it is a kind of role model. And we should not show any favorism to anyone. Hey, he's my friend's son, or he don't know who is that, or no kind of favorism should be exposed. If we have to treat all in an equal manner, so that is the basic thing of leadership, so that our team can go towards excellence. These are all the small things, but these are all very, very important and very, very key things. If you focus on one person, he will not give his better. You have to trust him. If you trust him, he will deliver the better than the best. And again, machine. First, we have discussed about the man, and now we are discussing about the machine. So it is a reactive maintenance. After breakdown, what we are doing? We are attending the breakdowns and we are correcting it. What are the losses? That is a losses of availability. OE will comes down. How much the process cost will goes up. There is a possibility of rejections. So many things on the reactive maintenance and poor lubrication of required required materials. And temporarily we are repairing it to match the production, and no parameter locking. One shift they will operate with 32% compactability. In another one shift he will operate with 40% compactability. So we have to lock. We should have to provide a system to lock the parameters which is produced consistently and repeatedly. These are all the small things, but these small things are coming together and driving us towards the excellence. What should be an excellence practice? Preventive and predictive maintenance. That is a very, very basic thing. So we should not allow our equipment to get breakdown. It should be a scheduled maintenance and it should be a autonomous maintenance. The operator should own the machine. We have to maintain the correct critical space. We should not let the machine to wait for the critical space. These conditions are happening in almost in many foundries. These are all the things what we are, day to day we are facing. If we are facing such things, we cannot go towards excellence. And CLIT, that is clean, lubricate, inspect and tighten. This is called autonomous maintenance. The person who is operating the machine should follow this. This is known to everybody, but that lapse creates the breakdowns. And in every area, there should be a parameter. What would be the compactability? What would be the moisture level? What would be the mold hardness? What are the parameters that should be displayed there? And we should have a mechanism to lock it in the system. In a foolproof system, if they want to change, they could not be able to change. Like that, we should have to make a system. And at any point of time, we should not bypass anything, any safety sensors or anything. We should not do any bypass. If we start doing the bypass, definitely the machine will start doing malfunctions and our overall performance will get eliminated. This is the thing what we need to follow to achieve the excellence in terms of management. Again, material. This is a very, very key area. In sand, we used to measure AFS, moisture, compactability, permeability, WTS, GCS. So many parameters are there that we need to consistently measure and we should take the appropriate action. What we used to do, we measure the moisture is higher than the spec, but we will write within the spec. We may give a reason that in audit, when they found it, they will raise an NC. No one will do that. If we identify the moisture is out of the specification, then if you correct it, that is a right way of doing the record. That where that area overall we are lapsing. I am talking about the practical approach, what foundries are, most of the foundries are doing. And in metal, the same way, chemistry, temperature, holding time, so many things are there. In consumables, consistency is essential. So the user has to verify the consistency of the consumables. In coke, when it is come, it will come with 90% pickup. After some time, automatically the pickup will get reduced to 70%, 65%. To match that, we will add more. If we add more material, means we are inventing more problems. So the operator should be that much focused. If the pickup of the material or anything, it's not as per the approved samples, immediately we have to do the escalation so that we can able to avoid unwanted losses. These are all the basic foundry practice lapses. So how would we excellent in this approach? Thorough incoming material checks as per the quality plan. Thorough check, no compromise. Simple control charts. Say if I want to see some products quality in a particular KPI, if I want to see something, means it should be run with a simple run chart so that I can able to understand the trend. And strictly we should follow the FIFO. Whether the FIFO is required or not, always the first material comes should go first. The FIFO follow-up is very, very essential where we are getting lapse. And foundry return segregation discipline. So these are all the basic discipline what we need to follow in the shop floor. The gray end runner and SI end runner, most of the time it will get mixed. And we are facing the micro related issues. So segregating the proper grade runner is one of the best foundry practice where in many of us are failed to adhere. Again, methodology. The first one, it's a tribal knowledge. So tribal knowledge means if some products is produced in one shift will get failed. If it produced in another shift with the specific supervisor or with the specific operator, always it will get approved. So it is happened because of the insecurity. And we are not that particular parameters are not properly identified and documented. It is the biggest threat for the organization. So we have to get these tribal knowledge and we have to document it. Who did such improvements unknowingly? We have to identify them and we have to price them and we have to get the knowledge and we have to document it so that everyone can follow. This is mostly happening because of the insecurity, holding the messages. So without me, no one knows that. So I can able to survey like that mentality. So that is the killer for achieving excellence. The stable process will get very much disturbed. And there is no standard work, not following the SOP and operator variation. So these are all the things what we are facing challenges in methoding. What is how to reach excellence? SOP with clear photographs or with clear videos, proper safety signs, proper process parameter sheets, and visual controls, 1 point lesson, and best method. We should not do any shortcuts, mistake proof, okay, and regular rejection review in the shop floor with Kappa. This methodology definitely will lead us to excellence. So this is a Henry Foyle management principle for shop floor. There are 14 different principles for there. I shorted 7, which is more relevant. First one, division of work, clear ownership. What melting person should do, what molding, core shop, fiddling. As I told you earlier, defining the clear roles and responsibilities with authority. No confusion on accountability. Responsibility without authority is useless. Again, I am saying we are giving responsibility, but that person don't have any authority means it is entirely useless. And again, you gave more authority and he don't hold any responsibility. It is highly dangerous for the organization. And in terms of discipline, safety rules, PPEs, SOPs, no deviation allowed. One exemption create 10 violations. Okay, okay, right, okay. No way. Always we have to strict adherence to the safety and the all the SOPs, no deviation allowed. And unity of command. If we are giving multiple instructions to one person, definitely he will get confused and deliver the different result. So we have to follow the hierarchy that is mentioned here as one man, one boss. We are making mistakes for our single person in multiple angle. We are giving multiple instructions so that that particular stakeholder is get confused and deliver different results. This is the day-to-day issues what we are facing in Foundry. That should not be there. Multiple instruction will give chaos, and everyone will have a same goal in terms of quality or cost or delivery. Nothing. And another one point is very, very important. Departmental ego. Hey, I am quality. Only you are a production. Only you are a quotient. Only you are a HR. No departmental ego. So what is organization? Organization is a team of people who creates business and who creates that business into excellence. Here nobody is high, nobody is low. So this departmental ego also playing major role, and it is one of the biggest obstacle on achieving the excellence. All should work towards single vector. This culture should be avoided in your company. If it was there, it should be removed and nailed. And 5S. If we focus 1S, 2S, and 3S, that means 1S is Seiri. That is remove all the unwanted material. 2S is simple, make it in order. A place for everything, and everything should be in its place. 3S, spick and span. We have to clean it properly and maintain it properly. And automatically giving training and other steps will take, automatically it will come to the place. So we have to focus 1S, 2S, and 3S. These are all the very, very important things where it is getting missed and missed in the shop floor. Wherever we foundries we go, we could see a lot of unwanted materials, not orderly placed, that is not at all cleaned. It is a fact what we are seeing. This approach should be changed. If we changed these approaches, then only we can able to achieve the excellence. And say housekeeping is not only housekeeping. A good housekeeping will improve multiple of productivity. And equity, that is what already I explained you. If you are fair, that will build a trust with your team, with your colleague. Building trust is a fundamental for excellence. Favorism destroys morale. These are all the, long back, Mr. Henry Foyles identify. These are all the challenges in shop floor, why people cannot achieve excellence. So these are all the few points I take it from that and I'm sharing to you. Now, I am coming to the major delivery. It is normally measured through PQCDSM framework. Say, when you are going to measure the productivity, use very simple tools. Just availability. Calculate what is available time, what is the performance, what is the quality rate. Only just you monitor the OEE and take action for the particular OEE. You, for that also you follow a PDCAC. Date, what is a challenge that you have faced, what is the corrective action you decided as a CFT, and what is the target date, and what is the status, and what is the support required from external agencies or management. Simple Excel. If you track and if you follow it daily, you can nail all the challenges. And you should go for Gemba work. Whatever the challenges you are facing, go for Gemba along with your team. Note down all the points and do the brainstorming, you will find the solution. And every area, wherever the production is happening, there should be a output board, hourly and daily outputs has to be displayed. As I told you, this OEE and VSM, it is a value stream mapping. If you start value stream each products, you could find wherever it is getting struck, where the defects are coming, whether it is overproducted or not. All the you can able to map all the 8 wastages and you can able to eliminate the NVA and improve the VA so that overall your bottom line will get improved. And bottleneck identification. So this bottleneck identification is, say, where the complete entire process or product gets stuck, why it is get stuck. So that will be comes when you are doing the Gemba analysis. Is it because of the capacity constraint, or is it because of the space constraint, or it is because of the people skill constraint? What constraint that you have to identify the bottleneck and you should debottleneck that, then only automatically the flow will go. This keep PQDCSM tracker, that is what I told you in an Excel format, so that you can able to see each and every task, how many days it gets not implemented, why it is getting delayed. You can able to track it on daily basis so that you can able to complete all the tasks and you can move towards the excellence. And you should do the daily review and follow up of this particular PDCAC. This is a very, very powerful tool on achieving the excellence. Again, it's a quality. So if a quality means if you are producing 100 components and your rejection is say 10%. In this, the first 20 components will contribute to your 8% rejection. That is called 80-20 concept. So we have to do such a kind of analysis, Pareto analysis. And if we start analyzing the top 20 parts and drilling down the process, and if you are start eliminating the rejections, automatically you could achieve a good number of rejection reduction, and you can automatically your bottom line will get strengthened, and that's how we can able to improve the overall excellence. Item based casting visual and internal quality levels. It is a very, very important thing. This is called AQL, accepted quality level for each and every part. When you are getting a RFQ, that stage itself, you have your previous experience, you are doing the feasibility review, you know what are the problems will come. From there, you have to prepare accepted quality levels. So how many blowholes are accepted, in which area, in which, which location, is it critical location? And we should not give budding in the fettling area, not in the parting lane. And what is the internal soundness requirement? is can we deliver NSD? All those things will be discussed, and you should maintain item-wise accepted quality level. And whenever you are inspecting the casting, everyone should use the same document. The document would be read by customer, and you should follow that particular AQL for dispatches, so that you won't get any chaos or you won't get any customer return rejections. And the CFT approach on APQP, PPAP, FMEA, control plan, process flow, SPC, MSC, all the core tools we should do as a CFT. It's not a copy paste work. We should do everything with due diligence. So that's a way how you can able to achieve the overall excellence. And rejection casting, defect mapping. Say if you take a casting, rejected casting, you have to mark. Someone is, disturbed. Can you please mute? Can you please mute? Hello? Okay, thank you. Say whenever you are taking a casting, you are doing rejection analysis, you should have a 6 view of that particular component. So you have to mark each defects in each locations over the period. That will give a clear data what we need to attack, where we need to attack. So we can able to do the proper corrective actions and reduce the rejection. We have to maintain all these things in its particular product file. And machine data. So we have to take lot of machine data from the machine directly by using real-time data through sensors. We have to use IoT things, and the data should be pulled to the cloud, and from the cloud with the defects and with the parameters, we have to make an AI solution, and that will aid support to take decisions. And very importantly, we have to follow the first of approval, where we are missing it. Just we are loading the pattern and we are running it. We have to approve clearly. Is all the parameters are okay, letter legibility, there is no mold broken, everything we need to follow. These are all the, I'm not saying that these things are you don't know, but if we want to achieve the excellence, these are all the micro, small things that we need to achieve. And we have to track the PPM on machining parts. So it will give a clear idea on how to control the rejection, in which cavity it is coming. Is it because of clamping issue or casting issue, whatever it may be. So you can able to know by proper PPM tracking. And we should maintain a customer complaint tracking. These are all the basic things which also already mentioned in ISO TS 16949 procedures. And QA controlled process. What is QA controlled process? That means every shift there will be a process control in charge. That in charge should have a process audit checklist or control plan. He has to ensure and approve the each and every process to move to its next level. It is a QA approved process, so that you no need to worry about the final product rejection. And using the 7 QC tools for defect analysis and identifying the better solutions. Again, I am coming to cost. So what are the costs we must track to improve our overall profitability and improve the revenue? Rejection cost, we have to track. Cost of poor quality, and we have to track cost of quality, because quality is a excess process. If our process is a QA agreed, and we don't want more inspectors to check the produced castings, so that cost of quality also very important. And how much is a customer complaint, how much is a warranty, all these things needs to be tracked. If we start monitoring such things, definitely we could control. So that is the way how we can able to control. And how much is the energy consumption per ton? You have to monitor for each and every heat. Then only you can able to understand, is it because of the item mix, or it's because of the operator, or it is coming in the same time So energy, yeah, there is a biggest opportunity for saving energy. So that these are all the very important things. And manpower cost per ton of good casting. How much last month we spent per ton of good casting? Where we spend high? What is the possibilities there to convert it to low cost automations? These are all the things what we need to focus very closer, so that we can able to reduce the manufacturing cost, so that we can able to improve the bottom line. Even the revenue is standard. We cannot sell castings to higher price. So if the turnover value is fixed, how to improve the bottom line? By reducing these wastages and improving the overall performance of our plant, we could increase the bottom line. And repair and maintenance cost. So it is a simple P&L details I give. It's a revenue. What is revenue? Is a total sales. COGS means direct production cost. Gross profit means it is a revenue minus COGS. The operating expenses are overheads, admin, marketing, depreciation. Operating profit, that is called EBIT. Gross profit minus operation expenses. And other income or expenses is non-core gains or losses, which is affecting the overall gross profit. EBIT is a profit before tax. So we are taxes or government decisions. This is a net profit. This is a simple P&L calculation. This is for the young foundryman to understand how each and every organization is calculating the P&L. See, our responsibility is improving the overall EBIT. So we have to optimize the operation expenses and reduce the cost of goods sold. So that's how we can able to reduce the cost. The selling cost is fixed. The manufacturing cost has to be bring down. This is a simple P&L chart for you. And next is delivery. It is very, very important now. Dispatch plan versus actual should be 100%. On-time delivery, we have to control WIP. We should not allow any premium freight. We should not allow for any sales return. We have to mention clear invoice and sales related document for both export and domestic. Here we are, we are not doing properly here. Here we are facing lot of lapse. We are not mentioning the PO number, that tracking ID, whatever it may be. So here, because of that, the weighting is getting improved, increased. If it is increased, automatically the premium freight cost and all those stuffs will get increased. And along with that material, we have to send the proper material test reports. There also we are getting lapse. And we have to follow the agreed proper packing procedures. We will not share the list of packing list. Lot of things that we are missing during the packing procedures. There we need more discipline. And as I told you in the beginning, you should feel that you are producing a wonderful castings for a purpose. You are not simply coming and going. If we have such attitude, definitely it is very difficult for us to excellence. So mindset is everything. Again, safety. This is the biggest thing, biggest challenge what we are facing, not complaining to the safety. How a supervisor or manager can manage the proper safety adherences? Daily safety checklist he has to follow, and he has to fill that holistically and without any fake data. And he should do the PPE audit. In some of the organizations, there will be safety officer. In some of the organizations, supervisor and manager has to take the role. We have to do these things in holistic manner. And we have to provide a training for safety of the machine and as well the safety for the operator. We have to tell them, you can come here and you can work, but you are very, very important person for your family. So we have to make them understand so that they will work very cautiously and without accident we can able to run. You might know that if any fatal accidents or anything happened, the issues, the penalties, the again reopening the company and running it is all very biggest task, which will not lead us to the excellence. And we should have a proper fire extinguishers in the proper areas. We should have a first aid kits. We should have an occupational health center. We should have a pull guard system wherever the conveyors are moving, and we should have a proper signboards to understand the where emergency exit or power, high power, like that. All the safety signboards should be there, and we should do log out and tag out. When we are doing the work in conveyors, we should follow this log out and tag out. If we are not following, if someone switch on the that conveyor, means immediately the hand will get crushed. In many foundries, such accidents are happened. It should not happen, means you should follow this discipline, log out and tag out. Mistake-proof engineering controls to avoid accidents, like cut time. When the core box is closing, that person will insert his hand, knowingly or unknowingly. If we have such engineering control like light curtains, when they are crossing the light, immediately it will get stopped. The line will, that mold core shooter will get stopped. He won't get injury. So like that, we should have a engineering controls in everywhere, and we should run safety Gemba at least once in a day. All the areas we should run. We should go and we should see what are the safety negligence are happened. We have to properly record it and we have to close it. This is a very important thing to ensure safety. And we have to register all the near misses. If you are going in the shop floor, if there is a one nail was there, you just missed it to get accident, that also get registered. Then only we should see the opportunities to avoid such near misses. If some bolt or nut fall from the top to the roof, and the time if that particular operator is not wearing the helmet, fortunately his head is not get damaged, but that also should get registered in the near miss. Then only we that kind of accidents would get avoided. And we have to conduct the hazard identification and risk assessment, that is called HIRA. So we have to conduct all those things so that the people will stay with us for a long time, so that the mistakes will not happen in process, product, or safety, or anywhere else. And finally, there is a morale. So we have to encourage daily Kaizen, small improvements. We should make a Kaizen coordinator, and he should be very enthusiastically receive people, and small Kaizens he has to register. And for the good Kaizens, we have to give the appreciation first in front of everybody. That will give a high enthusiasm for that operator, and he will become the role model, so that he will give lot of improvement ideas, so that we can able to optimize our manufacturing cost, improve production, improve quality, improve cost, improve delivery, improve safety, in different all these things. And we have to do the standardization. If we do an improvement, again, we should not go for the back to pavilion like that. No, we have to standardize that, and then we have to start follow that. And we have to implement the quality circle activities for problem solving. We should give a proper recognition for everybody. If you trust, if you recognize, if you give respect, people always will stay with us. We have to do a lot of team building exercises to break the improve the interpersonal relationship, so that they can able to deliver more as a team. And we should give small awards. Once in a month, best Kaizen award, like that. It can be 5,000 or 10,000, whatever it may be. It depends upon the improvement activities what they give. We have to price them accordingly, and we can give some incentives for the operators and team get together. So that is a very, very interesting and important thing. If you do such team get-togethers, the team will get mingled, their gaps will get completely eliminated, and they will work as a team, and they will, the base to achieve the excellence. And we can plan for family outing so that it will give more bonding. So as I told you, organization is nothing, only it's a set of peoples who build the business and running it successfully. Without people, organization is nothing. And we can have a mentor and mentee, that kind of relationship. For example, mentor would be a senior person, mentee will be a very junior, recently joined person. So the particular senior persons can take a few juniors and he can share his experience, or he can give his support, so that mentee will come out from the fear and he will mingle with the organization, so that we can able to retain the people, the attrition will comes down. So identifying the good people found for Foundry is a big challenge. By applying this kind of methodology, we could retain peoples. And again, I say no favorism. For any reason, no favorism. Those who did well should be appreciated in front of all. And if someone doing mistake, they should be corrected privately. And we should not encourage office politics. This is the major killing element of Foundry excellence. No Foundry politics. So everyone should think as a team, and if we are working towards the organizational excellence, that should be the only motivation. And be truthful and honest. No need to hide anything. Okay, if you tell the truth, if you are honest, definitely you will not get punished. Unless otherwise, if we are doing it intentionally, as a professionals, no mistake will be done intentionally. It is only being done by mistake. We no need to cover it up. We can openly, we can able to communicate what went wrong and how to fix it. So no one will, punish you for that. They will appreciate if we tell the honestly truth. And we should respect all, even if he is a small contract labor or a company workman, whomever it may be. We have to give respect. If you give the respect, the people will love to come, and they will talk with you. They will give you some, their real-time challenges, and we can able to sort it out. So these are all the basic things to achieve the excellence. And always give a positive impact. Never, no, it won't work. No, just listen what they are saying and make some fine tune how to make it positive, so that lot of peoples will come to the leaders who are giving the positive impact, and those impact will, reflect into excellence. We should not criticize anything. You won't, no, like that. We have to give constructive feedbacks. You are weak in this area, you have to improve. And this is what the management expectation. These are all the things I will give you the opportunity, so that you can learn, you can grow. So we should not criticize anyone. We should always give constructive feedback to improve them to next level. So this is a small video I'm going to present. This video will help you to understand the leadership, initiation, identifying the problem, and as a team, getting into solution. See, this is how identifying the abnormality and concluding the actions and get into actions. One, if a person get to the action, the entire team join together and troubleshoot the challenge. This is how teamwork. Teamwork is the way of work to achieve excellence. So the final takeaway of this close to 1 hour session is always put people first. Without people, we can't achieve anything. This is a basic fundamental thing if you want to achieve excellence. Positive attitude changes everything to positive. So approach everything with positive attitude. A positive attitude team, good work culture and work environment is the key for excellence. Consistent and disciplined process is the way to win. Perfection is not a destination, it is a daily operational habit. Excellence is built step by step. Management is the first step on the path to perfection. Thank you. Any question and answer?
Thank you, sir. If anyone has questions, please.
Chairman, the chat box.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Why are you getting different answers of the same defect in a foundry? If we ask the same question or if we show the same defect from 10 foundrymen, so we are getting 10 different answers. And on that situation, how can we find out the real root cause and take the necessary corrective actions to eliminate it in future?
Sir, each foundry have its own unique operation stream. Okay. The mixer and the melting practices, the peoples all are get differed. Okay. So you have to correct the challenge by doing the clear Gemba. So you have to be there from the pattern inspection to casting inspection. So what are you should, when we are doing the pattern inspection, you should have its approved layout and you should measure its ingate. You should measure the pattern wear conditions and you should measure the sand properties. When you are approving it, what kind of pendanite you are using, what cold dust you used, what is their properties, all those things matters. So to optimize that, you should have a better gating and better methoding. And very importantly, as I told you in the earlier, you should have a common accepted quality standards and you should ensure that this particular defect is not produced during your PPAP stage itself. If it happened during the PPAP stage itself, that means your pattern design and the process design is a challenge. So it can be controlled only through proper Gemba along with all the stakeholders. You can able to identify the root cause. And you should do the proper brainstorming. During brainstorming, you should not stop anyone. What are the reasons that they are telling? You have to write it on the board. And after finally, you have to wipe it. What are not relevant and which is relevant. The relevant area, you must go Gemba and you must validate everything so that you can able to come out from the rejection.
But the other persons are not agreeing that the real root is this, because each and every person is thinking, I am right, and my answer is right. So how can we align their thought process?
Say, yeah, from my first, thing, it is a teamwork. There should not be any personal ego and we should not hide anything. We should not protect ourselves and, we should, for the, and we should not allow the organization to get lost. So what we should do is that then in such cases, you should do the design of experiment, what are the doubts that you are, suspecting, you have to create it in the shop floor and evaluate for its results.
But during the Gamba session, I need to listen from the other person that it's your bad habit to find out the blame at the Gamba session. How can we correct?
Say during the Gamba session, you should not quarrel between you. If the Gamba session is purely, it is an observation. Still, if you have any doubt, you can able to put a small CCTV camera there and you can able to watch it in the outside so that you can able to see what is happening really there.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Sir, there was a thing actually from Venkatesan sir. Actually, he asked whether you can share the PPT. That is one thing. And Mr. Ramesh has congratulated you for your presentation from the chat box. If anyone has any questions, else actually we can move on with the vote of thanks. Okay, sir. I think.
Next. These are all the next upcoming models. What I am preparing for especially for the young foundrymen. Okay, so they are our futures. So these are all the upcoming models. What I am trying to share with the junior fellow foundrymen. It's a green sand molding process, end-to-end review, cold box shell marking process and core coating process, gray iron, SAN, melting and metallurgical control, pattern design and methoding guide for young foundrymen, basic GD&T for young foundrymen, cost savings methodology in iron casting foundry process, essential low cost automation in iron casting foundry. So iron casting defects analysis, root causes, corrective action and preventive action, furnace, ladle and lining technology. Like that, we have identified more models. So along with me, my few team members also going to join. So we very much happy to share our knowledge to the young foundrymen so that we can able to take our foundry industry to next level. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. With that being said, actually, I'd like to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of Institute of Indian Foundrymen, Southern Region and Chennai chapter. First and foremost, we extend our sincere and heartfelt thanks to Mr. Easwaran, Duraisamy, General Manager, Foundry Division, Breaks India Private Limited, for sharing his valuable knowledge, rich experience, and practical insights. This session has truly added great value and will certainly help us in our professional journey towards operational excellence. Sir, actually, we look forward for some more modules on such platforms. I would like to thank all the participants for the active participation, interaction, and enthusiastic participation, which truly made the session more meaningful. Once again, I thank you all for joining us. Wishing you a pleasant evening. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
For this type of participation. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.